You guys like this hat? This hat literally describes what's going on under it, okay? It's a mess under this hat. Hey fam! So, I mentioned in me and Jeannie's 2 Truth 1 Lie challenge. I will link that down below if you have not watched that yet. In that challenge, I mentioned that I stole a car once. And I actually said in that video that stole is a pretty rough way to put it. I like to think I more borrowed a car without someone's permission for an extended period of time. But anyway, I'm gonna get to the story. So, it was actually me and my god sister that stole this car. And to preface the story, right? My god sister was staying at my house for the weekend because her mom had left to go to Miami or to like another island in the Bahamas. She left, whatever, and she left her car here. She left her keys with my aunt. So I think it was a Friday night. Me and my god sister, I call her Janelle. So Janelle had called one of her friends that night, and so the friend was inviting us to go out to like some clubs, to go to a bar, get some drinks, to just have a fun time. So we're like, yeah, sure, cool, like that's cool, like we could do that or whatever. And I think we were like 18 or 19 when we did this. So her friend called, she's like, yeah, okay, I'll be there to pick you guys up at 10 o'clock. So we're like, yeah, fine, whatever. We got ready and we were ready at 10 o'clock. I'm telling you, heels, our legs were shaved and moisturized. We were dressed, our makeup was done, hair was fixed, like we were ready to go. And so we were sitting in front of my like living room at 10 o'clock just waiting for the friend to pull up. And then 10 o'clock turned to 11 o'clock and the friend's still not there. So we're like, okay. And I was like, Janelle, can you call your friend, check up on her, make sure everything's okay? So she called the friend and the friend was like, oh yeah, we're still getting ready, but I'll be there in half an hour. So we waited a half hour, and then at 11:30 we called back and we were like, hi, half hour's gone. She's like, and then she goes, oh yeah, sorry about that, something happened to my car, I can't come for you guys anymore. So we were like we were kind of upset because we got ready, dressed, all our freaking makeup, we put all of it on, we just ready to go, and then friend doesn't even call us to be like, hi, okay, I have car problems. We have to call her back, which makes me feel like if we had never called her, we would have been sitting there like freaking dummies the whole night just waiting. So at that point we were kind of upset, we were already dressed. I was like, dang. So Janelle goes, hey, we should just take my mom's car and just go to the bar real quick. And I'm like, bitch, wait, like what? We should do what? She's like, yeah, the bar's right there, it'll take us like 3 minutes to drive there, like it's nothing, it's so close to my house, like we can just go there really quick. And at first I was like, no, not me. But then she just seemed so like adamant, like I felt like honestly she's gonna go with or without me. So in the end I figured if she's gonna go, it would be a bit safer for me to go with her, because I had my license at the time, she didn't. She's just had a permit, she still only has a permit, but she only had her permit then and I had my license. So I felt like it would have been a bit more safer for me to go with her, so she wouldn't have been by herself in case something happened or she got stuck somewhere. She wouldn't be by herself. I was working off the mentality that 2 heads are better than 1. So I was just like, okay, you know what, I will go with you, whatever. So we got the keys. The keys were on like our side table. They didn't even put them in the room, like I guess they just didn't think that we would do something like that. But the keys were on the side table. So we took the keys, sneaked out of the house, and got in the car. This is her mother's car. I wasn't driving. I was like, no, you got this. I'm not driving this car because this car has no relations to me. So she got in the driver's seat and I was riding passenger, and I was just kind of helping her, like making sure she stayed in the middle and like in her lane, making sure that she wasn't driving too close to the walls or sidewalk. I was basically like the bumper, because I was like, okay, you're swerving a little too deep left, and she would kind of rectify herself. So we drove from my house to the bar. She parked the car, we went into the bar, and I think we got 2 beers and 2 vodka and cranberries, because at that time we were just on team, we were team vodka straight along, trying to get someplace and the vodka would take us there. So We got those, but we did not drink. The 2 beers and the 2 vodkas were in the car the entire time. We didn't drink because we were already stealing a car. Why compound the problem by drinking and driving as well? So we did not drink. And so when we were coming out of the bar with these stuff, she was trying to reverse out of the spot, but the spot that she parked in was so ridiculous. I mean, for her, because she didn't have her license. So like, this was the parking spot, this was a wall, and then this was another car. So it was really, really tight. Like, another car had parked really, really close to us, and you couldn't reverse out of the spot and turn the butt of the car this way because that's a wall there. So after trying to get out of this spot for like 5 minutes, she was like, oh Rich, I can't do it, can you do it? And I'm like, that wasn't part of the agreement. I wasn't supposed to touch the steering wheel. But in the end, I had to, because if I had let her do it by herself and she had crashed the car, we would have been up shit creek. And if I had been like, no, and we just left the car there or waited in the car, we would have gotten caught. So it was a lose-lose situation. So we got out, we switched places, and I got the car out of the spot. So I'm like, okay, Janelle, your turn. She's like, no, you get a chance. And I'm like, I just really don't want to. I really don't want to. But then something happened and we had to leave. Like, we had to go. And so we didn't get the chance to switch seats. I don't even know what happened. I can't remember. But I ended up driving. And so I was like, okay, time to go back home. She's like, oh no, let's go for a little ride first. Let's go for a little ride. And I was like, oh shit. So I said, okay, fine. Where do we go? She's like, oh, let's just go. I'll direct you. You're gonna need to tell me where I'm going. I'm not just gonna drive and let you direct me. So she's like, oh yeah, we're going to the mall or whatever, but it's like 12 o'clock in the morning. So I'm like, why are we going to the mall? She goes, oh, the place where we're going is past the mall, but you have to go like to the mall to get past the mall. So I'm like, bro, where are we going? And she goes, oh, this guy I'm talking to, I used to call him Kevin. I don't think I know for sure that wasn't his real name, but I used to be like, hey Kevin. She was talking to this guy named Kevin, and for like a few days Kevin wasn't like answering her calls or something. Like, her and Kevin were having a little something happening. She's like, I want to go by his house and I want to see what's up. I want to see what's going on. So I was like, if you guys didn't know, I'm team drama. Like, it's about to go down, I got you, I'm gonna be there. So she directed me to Kevin's house, and Kevin's house was literally like, not only was it like 45 minutes away, but like Kevin's house was in what looked like such a dangerous friggin' area at night. Like the worst area you want to be driving in at night in a brand new car. Did I mention that the Jeep was like fresh off the friggin' lot? Because it was fresh off the lot. So drove to Kevin's house. I drove to Kevin's house, which really was not part of the plan. We got there, she came out, went to the door, hey Kevin. They talked and they were holding hands. I guess they fixed their problems real freaking quick. And so she gets back in the car and she's like, oh, I want to drive home. Now I'm thinking, I didn't want to drive in the first place, but the area that we were in was really, really sketchy. And two, the area had a lot of really tight corners and like difficult, it was like difficult to turn into some of the corners. So I'm like, are you sure? Are you sure that you can handle, because you saw how tight the corners are? But she's like, yeah, I got it. I'm like, oh, this is your mom's car, you fuck it up. You're on your own. I go in and tell me why the second this girl jumps into the driver's seat, the car starts beeping. The second her butt touched the driver's seat, it started. I let her drive and she did pretty well, but the car beeped the whole drive home. And like I said, Kevin lived about 45 minutes away from our house. So in the end, we got home safe. We parked the car exactly how it was. Turn off the headlight. No, we parked the car exactly how it was, but we forgot to turn off the headlights. We just turned the car off and the headlights like cut off by themselves, I think. I'm not sure, but I think we got caught because we didn't turn off the headlights. So we just went to bed, put the keys back where they were, pretending nothing ever happened. The next morning, my aunt comes to, my god sister comes to Janelle and she's like, why did you guys move that car? And Janelle, when I told her this girl is a champ at playing dumb, Janelle was like, what are you talking about? What move? What? We didn't touch anything. I didn't touch anything. Somebody was like, don't play dumb with me. I know you moved the car because you left a makeup stain in the seat. The thing is, Janelle left that makeup stain in that seat the day that they got the car. Like, that happened right after they got the car. So that's how we knew that she was lying. And then in the end, my mom ended up finding out it was a shit show. I was telling them we just literally drove in a circle. Like, she had to go home, and then we stopped to the bar, and then we came back. So it was like a literal circle. And she's like, oh, I knew you guys moved the car because there was a makeup scene in the, she's like, there was a makeup scene in the passenger seat, and then second of all, the mileage was different. But I'm like, in my head, I'm like, you a goddamn liar. Because if you noticed the mileage was different, you would have known that we didn't just drive for 8 minutes. You would have noticed that we drove for like 2.5 hours. So what are you lying for? And yeah, she came back. She was like, do you guys know you could have gone to jail for grand theft auto? And we were like, what are you even talking about? Like, we were literally laughing in her face because we was like, what are you even talking about? She goes, yeah, if I had gone outside and if I had noticed something was wrong with the car, I could have called the police. And Janelle and I were like, we found it so funny because she was driving my godmother's car. This aunt was driving my godmother's car. She's not on the insurance. She's nowhere near that car. Like, she has nothing to do with that car. Whereas Janelle and her mom have the same last name. Janelle can show paperwork that that's her mother's car. Like, you have nothing. So we just found it hilarious. That was the story of how we stole a car and could have gone to jail for grand theft auto. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye. We'll see you guys in my next video.